Everyone in the parking lot heard the cup hit the ground before they saw her fall. But no one, least of all the two cops standing over her, knew that the woman they just shoved was the daughter of a Navy admiral who once commanded entire fleets. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. It was late afternoon, the kind of hour when the sun burns low and long shadows stretch across asphalt. Evelyn Carter, 42, moved carefully between parked cars, her metal crutches clicking against the ground. Her prosthetic leg, painted with faint navy blue stars, caught the light as she headed toward her car outside the grocery store. She'd just finished helping an elderly lady load her bags when the sound of sharp voices cut through the air. Two police officers, young, brash, and irritated, strode toward her. "Ma'am, we've had a report of loitering." One of them barked. Evelyn blinked. "Loitering? I just helped someone with their groceries." The taller officer smirked. "Save it. We got complaints you were begging for money." A ripple of laughter from nearby shoppers stung more than the words. Evelyn's face tightened. "I served this country," she said quietly. "I don't need anyone's pity." But instead of hearing her, they saw only her limp, her worn jacket, and the tiredness in her eyes. One of them reached for her arm, rough and dismissive. "You can tell your stories down at the station." Her crutch slipped, the world tilted, metal hit the pavement. People gasped, but no one stepped forward. Not yet. She sat there on the hot concrete, palms scraped, heart pounding. Shame and rage fought inside her. She wanted to scream, but she'd been taught restraint, discipline. Her father's voice echoed from years ago. "Hold your ground, Evie, even when they don't see who you are." The officer bent down, shaking his head. "Next time, don't make a scene." That was when a black SUV rolled up, sleek, silent. Out stepped a tall man in a navy blue cap. His gait was steady, powerful, the kind of walk that made people move aside without being told. The murmurs started. Someone whispered, "That's Admiral Carter, retired, right?" The cops froze. Evelyn didn't look up at first, but when she did, her eyes softened. "Dad," the Admiral's gaze cut like glass. He said nothing for a full, terrible moment. Then he crouched beside his daughter, lifting her gently to her feet. "Evie, are you hurt?" "I'm fine," she whispered, though her voice trembled. He turned to the officers. "Do you know who this woman is?" They stammered, "Sir, we didn't realize." "No," he said quietly, "you didn't." Around them, the parking lot had gone silent. Shoppers who once looked away now stood watching, shame heavy in the air. The Admiral's voice rose, calm, but unyielding. "You saw her crutches, her skin, her struggle, and you decided she was less. My daughter earned that leg in service. She stood her ground in Kandahar, while others ran for cover. And this is how you greet her home." One of the officers' lips quivered. The other looked down, muttering apologies that sounded small and empty. For a long moment, the world held still. Then Evelyn touched her father's arm. "It's okay," she said softly. "Let them learn from this, not fear it." Her words, simple and calm, broke the tension like dawn after a storm. The Admiral nodded slowly. "Then make sure they do," he told the officers. Later that evening, both cops returned to her home, on their own. They brought flowers, and more importantly, humility. Evelyn didn't scold them. She invited them in for coffee. By the time they left, they'd learned her story, her service, her scars, her strength, and for the first time, they truly saw her. Because respect isn't given to the uniform. It's earned by the heart beneath it. And sometimes it takes a fall for the world to finally look up. If this story moved you, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, where real courage and compassion always find their way home. Tell me in the comments, what would you have done if you were there that day?